Hello students, welcome back to your physics class. This is your physics teacher. I hope you all are good. So in yesterday's video you have learned about the second method of transfer of heat or heat transfer and the applications of convection current. You have learned about sea breeze and land breeze. So today we will further see the next applications of convection current. But before this, I will again revise the sea breeze and land breeze. So what is sea breeze? That during the daytime, the land gets heated faster than the sea. If it get faster than the sea, then what happens? The air over or the air above the land becomes hot and lighter. So it will rise upwards, and the cooler air from the sea, because the sea is colder than the land, then the cooler air from the sea will move towards the land to take its place. So at that time the warmer air from the land, at the same time or simultaneously, the warmer air from the land moves towards the sea to complete the whole cycle, and this will form sea breeze. So this will lead to the formation of sea breeze. Simple it is, the warmer air from the hot land will become lighter and it will move in the upper direction, but the cold wind or the cold layer of air from the sea will move towards the land because it is heavier than the warmer air. So it will come to take the place of warmer air, and at the same time the warmer air takes the place of sea air. So in this way the cycle is completed, and this is called a sea breeze. And what is land breeze? That at the night time the water loses heat more slowly than the land, or we can say that the land is cooler than the water. So the air above the or land will be cooler than the air above the sea. That means the air above the sea will be hotter than the air above the land. So this hotter or the warmer air is lighter and it will move in the upward direction, but the air above the land is cooler, that will take the place of the warmer air. So and at the same time the warmer air will take the place of cooler air. So in this it will take the place of the cooler air that is above the land. So in this way the whole cycle completes and it will lead to the formation of land breeze. So this is about sea breeze and land breeze. The next application of convection currents is that ventilators are made highly above the windows and doors of a room. So why the ventilators are formed? Here you can see these are the two ventilators which are made above the doors and windows of a room. So what is the function of these ventilators and why these are kept at some high place? As we know that the temperature inside the room will keep on increasing as the people exhale more carbon dioxide, which will create suffocation in the room, because as we inhale or exhale, then oxygen is taken inside and carbon dioxide is moved outside from our body. So this will create a suffocation in the room. So to remove the unnecessary heat from the room, ventilators are placed high up on the walls of the room, because what happens that the carbon dioxide or the air which is warmer will move or will rise upwards and it will escape through the ventilators, but the cooler air or the fresh air from the windows and the doors will come inside the room and it will take the place of the warmer air. So in this way the room is kept cold with the help of ventilators and the windows and doors of the room. because through the windows and doors the fresh and colder air will move inside the room. So in this way ventilators are keeping the room cold. Next application of convection currents is that in refrigerators the freezer is always placed at the top. Why it is placed at the top? Because freezer sends cooler air in the fridge or in the refrigerator, and the cooler air is heavier than the warmer air, so it will move to the bottom, but the warmer air will rise up to the top. The warmer air at the bottom will rise up to the top, so this will keep the refrigerator cool. Next application is that in industries smoke and gas being hot, smoke and gas both are hot, that because these are produced during some processes in industries. So being hot, they will rise up and they will escape through the chimneys that are made in the industrial area. Next is that when the ground gets heated, hot air rises from the ground. As we can see, and that people use paragliders and there are some other hang gliders which are pushed by themselves. There is no engine working behind them. What are hang gliders? Hang gliders are the aircrafts which have no engine. They are engineless. They can move by their own, or they can move with the activities of a person. That means these are movable only by the activities of a person. Like paragliding, in the paragliding, persons moves in the air, or the persons move in the sky with the help of the paragliders. So these are the hang gliders. So how these hang gliders lift in the air? Because when the ground gets heated, the hot air above the ground rises from the ground, so it lifts the hang gliders in the air so that they fly without any energy to push them. They don't need any energy to push them in the upward direction. And similarly, the birds also use the air current. Air current means the warmer air moving upwards and the cooler air moving downwards, which will create convection currents, and that is also known as air current. So the birds also use the air current to fly without spending more energy or without any engine working behind them. So in this way they can move upward in the air or upward in the sky. Next is this radiation. This is the third method of heat transfer. We have learnt about conduction and convection, and we know that in conduction and convection particles of matters are involved, or we can say that the transfer of heat takes place with the involvement of particles of matter. In conduction, particles of matter do not move. They transfer heat without the movement, but in convection the particles actually move and they transfer heat to each other by the movement or by moving from one place to another. But in radiation there is no involvement of particles for the transfer of heat. For example, when we stand in the open ground over the, when there is sun, or we can say that when sun is overhead, that means when we stand in the sunlight, then what happens? We will feel warm after some time. So why it happens? It happens due to the third method of heat transfer, that is radiation. Because we know that in between sun and earth there is a vacuum, there is also coming vacuum. The vacuum is that material in which there is no matter or material. So without material, is it possible to transfer heat? Yes, it is possible, because the sunlight reaches us after passing through the space which is merely vacuum. Because जो sun से लाइट और जो हीट आ रही है हम तक, जो हीट ट्रांसफर होके आ रही है सन से, जो हीट आ रही है वो क्या है, बहुत सारी स्पेस कवर करके हम तक पहुंच रही है, जो कि एक तरह का वैक्यूम है। वैक्यूम क्या है, इन विच देर इज एब्सेंस ऑफ एनी मीडियम, जहां पर कोई भी मीडियम नहीं है। सो देयर मस्ट बी अनदर मोड ऑफ हीट ट्रांसफर विच डज नॉट इन्वॉल्व द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ द मीडियम। अगर मीडियम नहीं है तो वहां पर पार्टिकल्स नहीं होंगे। सो इट मीन्स द mode of heat transfer in which the heat is transferred from the hot objects to cold objects. What is hot object here? That is sun, and cold object are surroundings or are we on. So जो heat sun से हम तक आ रही है, जो कि हम cold object है, without directly heating the space in between is called radiation. The mode of heat transfer in which heat is transferred from hot objects to cold object without heating the space in between is called radiation. So radiation is the third method of heat transfer, and it is different from convection and conduction because it doesn't require any medium. Now next is radiant heat. So what is radiant heat? The objects which are hotter than their surroundings. Some objects are hotter than their surroundings. They radiate heat. Radiate means they exhibit हीट एनर्जी, वो हीट रिलीज करते हैं, तो उनको उस हीट तरह की हीट को हम क्या बोलेंगे, रेडिएंट हीट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल बल्ब्स, फायर, सन, इलेक्ट्रिक रूम हीटर, these all radiate heat. So the heat radiated by these all can be called as radiant heat. So heat is a form of energy, as we know, and we can also say that radiation in the method of radiation heat transfer in the form of waves, which is also known as radiation. So like light waves, heat radiation is also a wave, and if light travels in straight line, then heat radiation also travels in straight line. So if light waves can be reflected, then this can also be reflected and absorbed, because heat is a wave here, or we can say that it is a radiation. So here we will see the absorption and reflection of radiant energy. Firstly, that dark color objects or objects that are black, these are good absorbers and good radiators of heat. Means कि जो dark color object है, जैसे कि black है, black जो है हम वो avoid करते हैं summers में इसको wear करना, but it is good to wear in winters. Why? Because black is a color which is good absorber of heat, and it is also a good radiator of heat. Means कि ये absorb भी करता है heat को, and it also releases heat. So it is avoided in summers to wear. And the objects which have a shining surface, or the objects which are white in color, these are poor absorbers and poor radiators of heat. Means कि जो white color के objects होते हैं, या फिर जो shining surface वाले objects हैं, वो क्या है, poor absorbers होते हैं, और साथ ही साथ क्या है, poor radiators होते हैं heat के. So this is about the absorption and reflection theory of radiant heat or radiant energy. Now next is applications of radiation. What are the applications? ब्लैक एंड पॉलिश्ड सरफेस की जो ये एप्लीकेशन है, मीन्स की जो हम रेडिएशन की बात कर रहे हैं, रेडिएशन भी जो भी होती है वो डार्क कलर्स की वजह से होती है. तो ब्लैक और जो पॉलिश्ड सरफेस है उसकी हम एप्लीकेशंस लेके चल रहे हैं हम यहाँ पर. तो जो कूलिंग फिन्स होते हैं एट द बैक ऑफ द रेफ्रिजरेटर, दीज आर रफ एंड ब्लैक. फिन्स मीन्स की जो वहाँ पर लार्ज स्पेस अरेंजमेंट बनाई जाती है इस तरह से वायर्स की फॉर्म्स में, और जिनको हम फिन्स भी बोल देते हैं. दीज आर मेड रफ एंड ब्लैक बिकॉज दिस फिन्स that are black will quickly radiate heat energy to the surroundings, because firstly these are black in color, and secondly they are made much bigger so that a large amount of heat can be radiated from the refrigerator to the surroundings. So this is the first application of radiation. Next is that in hot countries houses are painted white in color to reduce heat absorption. As we have studied that white color is a bad absorber of heat, so and bad absorber and bad radiator of heat. So that's why in hot countries houses are painted white in color. Next is that a teapot has a smooth and shiny silvery surface. as it has smooth and shiny silvery surface, and we know smooth and shiny silvery surface will is a bad absorber and bad radiator of heat, so that's why it will reduce heat loss, and as a result tea or coffee can be kept warm for a longer time. So these are the applications of radiation. Now there is two activities. The first activity is about the determination of absorption and reflection of radiant heat by the objects, that how colors of an object determine the absorption and reflection of radiant heat. So for that we need two silver containers, black papers, white papers, and two thermometers. What we have to do, we will take the glass containers and we will put some amount of water in the containers. After that we will cover the outer walls of one container with black paper and the second container with white paper. Similarly, the lid of the the first container is also covered with black color and the other one with white paper, and we will insert the thermometers in each container by making a hole at the center of the lids. Firstly, we will note down the initial temperature in the thermometer, initial temperature of the water in both the containers by the help of thermometers, and after that we will place these containers in the sunlight for some time, or we can say that for 20 or 30 minutes. Then we will note down the temperature reading by each thermometer. So what we will observe? We will observe that there will be a greater rise in temperature of water in the black container than in the other. Why, or what conclusion we can draw? Because a black color is a better absorber of heat and the white object is a better reflector of heat, so that's why it will become more hot as compared to this container. Next activity is to understand that silvery surfaces are good insulators of heat. So for that we need two shiny metal plates, wax, a source of heat, and two containers, and two coins. Firstly, what we will do, we will take two metal plates and we will cover the one metal plate with the black paper और a paint in the black color. मीन्स कि जो एक मेटल प्लेट है उसका हम ब्लैक कलर कर देंगे, या फिर उस पर उसके ऊपर है जो ब्लैक कलर का पेपर है उसको उसके साथ कवर कर देंगे, एंड वी विल पुट द टू कॉइन्स, पुट अ कॉइन in this metal plate and also in this metal plate with the help of wax. मीन्स कि वैक्स की हेल्प से हम यहाँ पर दो कॉइन्स लगा देंगे, एक कॉइन यहाँ पर और एक कॉइन इस मेटल प्लेट पे. दिस इज द फर्स्ट मेटल प्लेट एंड दिस इज द सेकंड मेटल प्लेट. आफ्टर दैट वी विल प्लेस अ सोर्स ऑफ हीट ऑल्सो नोन एज हीटर और रेडियंट हीटर, जो कि हीट रेडिएट करे, विच शुड लाई exactly in the middle between these two metal plates. Remember that this metal plate is covered with black surface and this metal plate has shiny surface. So we will observe that after some time we will observe that the coin which is attached with the metal plate 1 will fall first. Why it will fall first? Because as we know it is covered with black color or black surface, and we know black is a good absorber of heat, so it will become heated up, it will become more heated as compared to the shiny metal plate 2, because it is silvery and shiny one, and it is a bad absorber of radiant heat. So this shows that shiny bodies are not good absorbers of radiant heat. This activity confirms that shiny bodies are not good absorbers of heat. Now next is info hub. Here it is written that during a sunny day we would like to stand in the shade of a tree. Why? Because as we know heat radiations like light also travel in straight line, and if we stand there then the tree blocks some radiations, and thus on standing under a shade we will not feel more heat as in our surroundings, because the heat radiations will be blocked by the tree. They will reflect like this, so they will not reach us, and we can stand under the shade of the tree. So I hope these topics are clear to you. Thank you.